first recipe on the list is Burro Chocola, which is simply bread and chocolate spread. It's a quick and common breakfast option that is often served with tea or cafe. For the chocolate spread, I'll be making chocolate hazelnut spread from scratch, which I believe is what a chocolate lover truly desires. And guess what? It's naturally sweetened with dates and completely dairy-free, a perfect condiment to make Burro Chocola. You're gonna love this one. I'll have all the ingredients on the screen and the full recipe on my website for your convenience. I'll add that link to the description box below. Let's get to it. I'm going to start off by toasting some hazelnuts. The ones on this package are dry roasted and unsalted. It's important that they're unsalted so you can control the amount of salt in the final product. Spread out your hazelnuts on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I'll toast the hazelnuts alongside some raw peanuts, also known as groundnuts, which I need to make some peanut butter to make some damada, also known as groundnut soup, which is another popular recipe in the Gambia that I'll be sharing in another video. Toast these two nuts for 5 to 6 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Be sure to keep an eye on them because they toast pretty quickly and you do not want them to burn. Toasting the hazelnuts as well as the peanuts helps to revive and release their natural oils so that you can grind them into a paste without adding extra oil. Next, I'm peeling some Medjool dates. I'll always recommend that you buy dates that have their pits in them because it gives you a chance to inspect their cavities to make sure they're free from insect eggs, which are quite an eyesore. And you can also use the pits to start a date farm instead of discarding those seeds. After peeling the dates, set them aside. Next, I'm using my favorite dark chocolate chips made by Guittard in this recipe. These ones are actually extra dark chocolate chips made with 63 grams of cocoa. I'll be melting 125 grams of it in a clean and moisture-free mixing bowl, which I'll be adding to the spread for a velvety touch. Next, on medium heat, add some warm water into a saucepan to about halfway mark and place the mixing bowl with the chocolate chips on it, making sure that the bottom of the mixing bowl is not touching the water in the saucepan. Ensure that the water doesn't boil. All you want is a very nice slow simmer to melt your chocolate chips within 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how big your chocolate chips are. To a clean, dry, and moisture-free food processor, add in the cooled hazelnuts, the pitted dates, 100% of unsweetened red Dutch processed cocoa powder by Guittard as well. Add in some ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, and coarse sea salt. Grind this combination on high speed until well combined and almost smooth. Then push down any coarse bits on the sides of the processor. Now wipe the bottom of the mixing bowl with the melted chocolate to prevent any moisture from entering the food processor. Then add the melted chocolate to the food processor and grind the entire combination on high speed until you get a smooth or your preferred consistency. Now you gotta make sure that this entire process is moisture free, as you really don't want your hard work to go to waste with just a drop of water, be it from a damp food processor or the bottom of the bowl with the melted chocolate. Now mine is far from smooth, and in fact I prefer a gritty, nutty spread. But you might actually really like a smooth consistency, and that's okay. You'll need to process the combination a little longer and making sure that the blades of your food processor are a lot sharper so the spread can be as smooth as possible. Once you're done processing, store the chocolate hazelnut spread in a clean, dry, and moisture-free glass jar or jars, depending on how much you make, and keep this product in your pantry or in your fridge. If you want the integrity of the components to last longer, keep this in your fridge. You can also add a few dollops of the chocolate hazelnut spread to your porridge if you like, or have it with some seasonal fruits. And there you have it, Burro Chocola. I'm adding in some fresh berries, raspberries to be specific, and mint leaves for an elevated look, since you eat with your eyes first.